Today we're going to do my deconstructed cabbage rolls. It actually is a cabbage casserole and it has the flavor of stuffed cabbage. Get a pot, add about 2¼ cups of water to it and set it on the stove to boil. Now, while that's boiling, you're going to take about 2 cups of rice, either instant or regular, because we're going to do up 2 cups of rice. And I'm using the instant today. Just instant rice, and I'm going to put 2 cups of that into my water. After it starts to boil, then I'm going to turn off the heat and cover it and let it just steam until the rice is cooked or almost cooked. It doesn't have to be cooked to perfection, but it does need to soften. In the meantime, I have a head of cabbage. And a sharp knife. Head of cabbage, sharp knife, and we are going to shred the cabbage. There we go. See if I can get it into my camera lens here. All right, we're going to take the cabbage and just cut it into nice thin strips. And then we're going to take this cabbage and we're going to put it in a pot with either a pound of Jimmy Dean sausage or a pound of hamburger. It all depends on what kind of flavor you want. Now, I am also going to add half of an onion, sliced thin, just like the cabbage. It's going to be shredded into thin slices. And I don't know if you've ever had cabbage and onions with butter, but you can do the same process. Makes for a good vegetable at Thanksgiving time or Christmas. And you just slice your onions in a nice thin slice. And same with the cabbage. And then you add butter and salt and pepper and do it in a pan on low. And it'll do a nice onion and cabbage mix of vegetables. So I'm adding this to my cabbage mix. Waiting for my water to boil for my rice. And clear off my board here because we're not quite done yet. I don't know how many people like green pepper. or even jalapeno peppers. I don't have any jalapeno ones, but I do have green pepper. So I'm just going to mince up a little bit of green pepper. One of these. And it doesn't have to be a lot. That's all I'm using. But I will mince that up and add that to my water with my, or not my water, but add that to my pan of sausage. Cabbage and onion. And that'll give it a little kick. Now, I think my water is boiling. So to that boiling water, I'm going to add 2 cups of rice. Two cups of rice. Give it a quick little stir. Put the lid on for it to steam and turn the heat off. My shredded cabbage, my peppers, my shredded onion, and my sausage in this pan. And I turned it on about a medium heat. And let me grab my spoon. And we're going to let this cook down. Stir it up a little to combine the ingredients. And then I'm going to grab a lid and let it cook down for a few minutes and stir it, come back and stir it every few minutes until it's a nice wilted consistency. And our rice is cooking over here. And I will, in the meantime, get out my casserole dish. Now I'm stirring my cabbage and sausage mix. I'm a little light on the sausage because my son decided to do sausage patties this morning. And my rice is nice and flaky. It's starting to smell good. Normally there would be a lot more sausage in this, or hamburger. It would be a pound. I've got more like a 1/4 pound in this. There, this is about the right consistency you want it. Cabbage isn't completely wilted. So now I'll turn down my heat and get my casserole dish because I like a very Italian tasting cabbage roll. I'm going to use some basil and some oregano to taste. Ooh, and this, oh, there we go. Basil has been opened. And I just guess, and then I will taste the mixture, but I'm guessing about a tablespoon of basil. And about the same for the oregano. I will give it a nice stir. And a quick taste. Ooh, that's hot. Maybe a quick taste. Yes. And because I don't have quite enough hamburger meat, or sausage meat in this case, I am going to take a can of diced tomatoes and toss into my mixture. So this will be more of a veggie cabbage roll. Because I'm a little short on my hamburger meat. All right, there you have it. And I'm going to take and layer this, a thin layer, into my casserole dish. Just for the bottom part. Really need a larger spoon here. There's a nice thin layer in my casserole dish. Now I am going to take a little bit of rice and add over the top of that. Just kind of sprinkle it in there. Because what do you have in your cabbage rolls? You have rice and hamburger and probably onions and sausage or whatever meat you want. And there's my layer of rice. And to that rice, I'm going to add some tomato sauce. Because what do we normally cook the cabbage rolls in? Tomato sauce. There. And now for the cheese. cheese. This happens to be a Havarti. And they happen to be in slices. You can add whatever flavored cheese you want. Sometimes I just go for the straight mozzarella. But I just so happen to have a lot of Havarti in the refrigerator right now. And I don't want it to go bad. So I'm using that. So now that we've had a layer of cheese, we've had our layer of the meat, we've had a layer of rice, we've had a layer of cheese and tomato sauce, and now I'm going to layer another layer of the cabbage and meat on there. This gets a little messy too. Ooh, that's looking good. Let's see if I can get this last bit in here. And I'm going to put the juices in too. All right. Now top it with the last of my rice. And this will be a very sparse topping on the top. Spread it around a little bit. Pour the rest of the can of tomato sauce over it. And if you like yours with more tomato sauce, you can certainly add 2 cans instead of the 1. This is all about personal preferences. And I think I just may do that myself. So I will get another can of tomato sauce. Now to add the finishing touches, put another layer of cheese on if you prefer, which I do. I love cheese. And this will kind of seal in the juices as it cooks. But as you notice, I've got it on a baking sheet because it's pretty full. Put your oven on 350. And along with the Havarti, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of the mozzarella on. And this is just a pre-shredded. Just crisps up really nice. And because I did not add any salt or pepper to this, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of garlic salt over the top. For that last layer of cheese. And a little bit of freshly ground pepper. And there you have it. For those of you that cannot have a lot of salt, you know, you can kind of either add it to your mixture when you're doing it with the cabbage, or you can do it at the very end so it's only on that last layer. But it gives the flavor throughout. Most of your flavor is going to come from your spices, your oregano, your basil, your onion, and your pepper. So give this a try and bake it at 350 for 45 minutes to an hour. Everything is pre-cooked, so you don't have to worry about it baking too long. You just want to heat it through, and usually about 45 minutes to an hour at 350 will do that. And I will show you what it looks like when it comes out. Happy cooking! This is the deconstructed cabbage roll casserole, and it's been in the oven for 1 hour at 350, and look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. It smells good too. Kind of smells like a pizza. But anyway, that's my deconstructed cabbage roll, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye now from Lynn's Garden.